So, who's in charge of your life? Great question. You want to say, I am. Are you really? Who's the master? Is your mind the master, or are you the master of your mind? You might think you are, but what is your mind? Your mind's a field of energy, and what does it do? It thinks. Psychology talks about how we have a conscious and a subconscious mind. And the subconscious mind, which is that which really does our creation, that which influences everything of our aspect, is like a hard drive of a computer. We have a computer, and whatever data we have in it, that's where all the questions go. So the data, all your life experiences, all the thoughts you've ever thought are in your subconscious mind. So when you ask a question, who's in charge of my mind? It goes inside, and whatever you've got there, that gives you your answer. The person who knows that they have a mind and they're in charge of it, they fill the subconscious with new information. Because, like a computer, the mind will only keep thinking what you put into it. This is why people use affirmations. They're putting new information into the mind. When you have new information into the mind thinks differently. It comes to different conclusions, different possibilities become available to it. But if you don't have new information and you keep thinking the same thoughts over and over again, why am I thinking the same thoughts over and over again? Why can't I come up with new ideas? Well, that's because you're not putting new information into your mind. This is one of the greatest reasons to become a lifelong learner. The more information you put into your mind, the more possibilities exist for you. You develop a greater sense of infinite possibility. You become more aware that you're not limited to your past. And this is where most people are. They're limited by their past. Why? Because their past is the information that's in their mind. If you don't start putting new information in, you're not going to get new results. This is why this happens to a lot of people my age who retire. They just stop doing things. They really just stop doing things. They stop all learning. They stop seeing that there's possibilities for even a greater experience of life. Just because you get older in age doesn't mean your creativity and your ability to appreciate a more expansive life gets limited. Not at all. I look at my life and I said, my God, I'm reading 3 different books at the same time. I'm listening to an audiobook when I drive. I'm constantly feeding in new ideas, new information. And so what life is for me, it's like a new canvas every day that I get to paint on. But if you're not putting new information in, all you're going to do is paint. You're going to keep creating the same painting over and over again. That's pretty boring if you ask me. You may get good at painting the Mona Lisa, but if you're looking at the Mona Lisa every friggin' day, you're going to get bored with the Mona Lisa. Think of the painting as your life. Are you bored with your life? It's because you're not doing anything new and exciting, something that juices you. For me, human behavior, spirituality, living fully juices me. When you find something you juice, you really just surrender into it. And I do. I teach it. I practice it. I keep exploring it deeper and deeper. My friendships are all based on what's important to me. I don't have friends where it's on simple things that don't mean anything to me. I just don't have the time for that. Here's one of the things I've discovered. We're all going to die. And the time between the time we're born, or let's say the time right now and the time we die, it's in terms of humanness, it's limited. I'm not wasting it. I'm not going to let my past or what's in my mind control my now or my future. I'm going to keep expanding. I'm going to keep growing. I'm going to be becoming more, having greater and greater and greater experiences, so that when I do pass into the next realm, whatever that may be, I'll say, man, that was a wild ride and I was in charge. I didn't let my mind or my ego hold me back. What do you think about your life? Are you ready to step into the fast lane, into the growth lane, into the lane of greater awareness? Claim your power. Don't let your mind control you. You control your mind by what you put into it. It's your day. Make it a great one. Much love.